Hey, what's up guys? Daniel back here again on the Richardson Precision YouTube channel. So we've got another 1911 video for you. This one, we've got two of my favorite 1911s on the table for you here today, and we're going to kind of do more of a comparison video, kind of where your money goes. And everybody's on a budget, so we want to kind of break down what's a good value for your money, and then what is that extra money you spend on, say, a Wilson Combat going to get me in the long run. Okay, so first things first, let's focus on the two guns we have. The gun to my left is the DR9. It's a collaboration I did with my buddies over at Heavy Armor Division down in Indian Trail, North Carolina. And this is a true custom gun. This was their first, essentially, venture into the custom 1911 line. And these two guns are very, very similar in terms of looks, and you guys can probably tell that. But this one, we did a bobtail frame. This one does have a proprietary light rail, still a commander length, tuned triggers, tuned safeties. This one is more of a traditional single stack commander, so you'll have between a 9 to 10 round capacity depending on what mag you use. Still the same set of sights, blacked out U-notch rear, green fiber front. Okay, so pretty well pieced together gun, but the biggest thing that kind of sets this gun apart from the Wilson to my right is the price point. This gun retails for right at $19.99, so this is kind of right at your kind of cutoff point for a good solid mid-tier custom 1911. Okay, everybody's on a budget, and we all understand that budget does play a huge role in terms of what people consider buying nowadays. So this one, if you have the money to spend, but you can't step up into your next tier like Wilson or Nighthawk money, then this is a good option, and you're going to get a lot of value for your money. Okay, so this is a gun that I fully endorse, and it does have some Wilson parts. You got the Wilson bulletproof thumb safety, and then the Wilson hammer and sear, and they have tuned this pistol to my specifications. So this is a custom gun, but a Wilson Combat will always be a Wilson Combat. Okay, this particular model to my right is the SFT9. So some of the differences between these two guns: this one has 15 round magazine capacity and comes with two mags, and again, your traditional single stack. So this is not really a true 1911. This is more of a hybrid style 1911, and capacity is king, especially when we get into the 1911 series. Okay, 15 round mags. Both of these do shoot 9mm. This one has, crown barrel, flush fit. Everything's tuned on this gun, tuned safeties, medium length trigger. And again, with this being a one-piece frame, this is also more of an alloy frame as well, so you don't have as much weight as you do on this particular pistol. Okay, so this is a better option for things like concealed carry and just probably overall shootability. But you are stepping up into another $1,000 on your price point. Okay, so you're talking about a $2,000 pistol that does have some custom features and custom upgrades, but you're talking about a completely hand-built from the ground up pistol in Wilson Combat, and everybody knows the name Wilson Combat. Okay, so that extra $1,000, you get things like a pistol that'll hold its resale value second to none. Wilson is king when it comes to resale value. Also, every feature on this gun has been kind of hand-fitted, hand-tuned, and it will not leave the factory unless it is up to the standards of Wilson Combat. Okay, these are both commander-sized pistols. So ultimately, it's pick your poison. What do you like? What do you not like? What features do you need? And what do you want to do with your money? Me personally, I don't think I have a wrong answer here. If you have a $2,000 budget and you just cannot afford the extra $1,000 to get a Wilson, you can go with something like the DR9 or an equivalent price pistol that's still good quality. Okay, but if it's me, I want to save a little bit more of my money if I have my option, just for all the things Wilson gives me, and the fact that that is touched essentially by one top quality gunsmith, and I get things like an 1.5 inch guarantee at 25 yards with a Wilson that you may not get with these other next tier down pistols, if you want to call it that. Okay, so this one's going to come in right around the $3,095 price point. This one, again, $2,000 pistol. So that extra $1,000 will go a long way at the end of the day. You get similar features, but you don't get the same gun. So anybody out there going, hey, where's my extra $1,000 go? Well, your extra $1,000 goes into, you can either have a Wilson Combat or you can have somebody else's gun. In this case, I love my partnership that I did with Heavy Armor Division, but at the end of the day, if you have an opportunity to buy a Wilson, I want to buy a Wilson. Okay? All right, guys, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you as the viewer with what you want to do with your money. Okay? We're going to light these things up and kind of do a head-to-head shooting video and figure out which one we think is going to come out on top. Okay, and we're going to ask you guys, do you think the DR9 is going to shoot smoother, or do you think the Wilson is going to have the slight edge because of how much manufacturing goes into this? We'll see. Stay tuned. We're going to light it up at the range. Alright guys, so we just got done shooting the DR9 and the Wilson Combat SFT9 kind of head to head. We put a decent amount of rounds through both guns, and I gotta say, neither gun disappointed me, but I can tell a big difference between the recoil on the DR9 versus the recoil on the Wilson. I think the DR9, just because it's more of a steel frame, that extra weight really kind of gives it a little bit of an edge recoil wise, but other than that, if you have a $2,000 budget, the DR9 or something equivalent to price point is definitely your best option. But if you can afford to spend the extra money, you'll never go wrong with the Wilson Combat, resale value, and everything else we touched on earlier in the video. So guys, ultimately it's up to you, personal preference. There is no wrong answer. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe.